If you're a parent or pet owner who feels like every little illness or injury ends up at urgent care or the vet, then this video is for you. I'm Lexi and I've helped hundreds of families bring homeopathy into their homes so they can confidently handle many of those situations themselves and keep money in their pockets. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to build your own homeopathic first aid kit and the 10 key remedies every family should absolutely have on hand. So let's dive in. The truth is, most people simply don't realize homeopathy can be incredibly useful in acute and first aid situations. I've seen pet owners spend thousands at the vet for things that could have been supported at home with a few key remedies. I've also seen parents rush to urgent care for basic flus or injuries, only to leave with medications that just suppress the symptoms in the body rather than supporting the body's natural healing process. And it's not their fault. It's simply what most of us were taught growing up. I know, because that's exactly how I grew up too. We went to urgent care or the doctor for every little thing. But once I discovered homeopathy, everything changed. If you're new to homeopathy, it's a system of medicine that uses highly prepared remedies from plant, mineral, and animal sources to stimulate the body's natural healing response. For first aid situations, the goal is simply to have the right remedies on hand so the body can respond and recover more efficiently. Today, I'm going to walk you through how to build your own homeopathic first aid kit, the remedies I recommend starting with, and how these remedies can support some of the most common injuries and illnesses that come up in everyday life. A little side note, I swear by Fibonacci Homocord remedies. Now, these are available at HarenHolistics.com, but essentially in a Fibonacci Homocord remedy, it carries a variety of potencies all in one bottle, so your body can pick which potency resonates the most to stimulate your healing response. We know that everyone expresses illness in their own unique way, so it only makes sense that a remedy should be individualized to that degree as well. Now, if you don't have a Fibonacci Homocord remedy on hand, you can always go for a 30C or a 200C from the health food store and the little sugar pill tubes. Now, the very first remedy every homeopathic first aid kit should have, in my opinion, is arnica. And honestly, if you had only one remedy in your kit, this would be it. Arnica is incredibly useful for trauma to the body. We're talking things like falls, bumps, bruises, and injuries where the body has experienced some sort of shock or direct blow. This can actually be like a car accident as well. But also think about things like a kid wiping out on their bike on the asphalt, a fall while skiing where you just feel a little beat up after, or even dental work or surgery where the body has been through physical trauma that's been a little bit invasive. Now, the next remedy I always recommend is one that most people don't actually know about, but it can be incredibly useful for puncture wounds and deep injuries. That remedy is ledum. Ledum is one of my go-to remedies for puncture wounds, and this can be anything like an animal bite, an insect sting, thorn injuries, or stepping on something sharp like a nail. It's a fantastic remedy to have on hand, especially if you spend a lot of time outdoors or have pets and kids running around. Now, this remedy might shock you, and you'll find out why real quick. Aconite is a must-have for shock or illnesses with a rapid onset. Think about what would happen if you stayed outside a little too long in the frigid winter weather, you got too cold, and then you come in and you instantly feel like you're coming down with a cold or flu or some sort of illness. That is the key rapid onset in that instance when the body's in shock from that rapid shift in environment. Think aconite for the win. Now, if you want ease of access for your homeopathic first aid kit, I recommend getting some sort of storage solution or zipper pouch where your remedies can stay easily consolidated, readily labeled nicely, and ready to grab in a split-second notice. So here are some of the cases I've used and find helpful. I link them in the video notes below, and you can find what works for you. This is a 16 remedy little padded zipper pouch. This pouch holds 10 different remedies here. I have this little go-to pouch that holds up to 5 remedies. It's perfect to put into your suitcase or put into your bag or purse to take with you. And if you're looking to build a more comprehensive, even bigger home first aid kit, you can buy these off of Amazon, which hold up to 30 different remedies, and they're super It's easy to grab, zip up, water resistant, and even have a little handle. So pick what works for you, but I recommend finding some sort of case that will work well with your lifestyle. Back to the remedies. Now, this remedy is a must. It is amazing for burns, and that is cantharis. Think of this remedy for any instance where there is burning pain, burns that blister, UTIs with a stinging pain, really anything with that unique burning, stinging sensation. It can even be like a sunburn that manifests with those sorts of symptoms. Now, this remedy will support the body in that natural healing process. All right, one remedy I never travel without, and this one is actually always in my purse as well. Apis. It's derived from the honeybee and has actually gotten the nickname as the homeopathic EpiPen. This remedy is well indicated for insect stings, swelling, and any sort of injury, bite, or sting that might cause puffiness, swelling, and redness, just like a bee sting would. As someone with severe allergies myself, I keep this in my purse 24/7 in case I experience an allergic reaction, and it's actually saved my life many times. I've also used this frequently on my dogs when they get stung by wasps or bees in the summer. And not only can you use this remedy for allergies and stings, it's also well indicated with any sort of ailments that might resemble a bee sting, where there is warm, puffy swelling that feels better with some sort of cold compress on top. So reach for Apis for those instances. Real quick, if you are new to homeopathy, make sure you grab our free ebook, The Homeopathy at Home Guide, because life happens and you have every right to take your health back into your own hands and support your family's well-being confidently. Now, if you've got a baby or child at home and the fevers really freak you out, this next remedy is absolutely key. And this remedy is belladonna. Belladonna is an extremely popular homeopathic remedy to support the body through sudden fevers and inflammation. It gently supports the body through the fever, sort of the same concept would submerge yourself in a hot bath to support your body in the natural direction of cure, like cures like. Now, this remedy is in fact a keeper. In fact, it's been known to be the remedy that actually turns people onto homeopathy and makes them true believers in its capacity to support the body. Chamomilla. Want to guess why it's one of the most impactful remedies, especially for new parents? It's the top teething remedy to calm babies who just can't be soothed when it comes to pushing out their first few teeth. Key notes about this remedy include desires to be consoled, pain, irritability. For babies, an amazing remedy to rub on their gums while teething. For kids and adults alike, an incredible remedy for soothing an overstimulated body. Now, a key component of the homeopathic first aid kit is actually knowing which remedies to reach for when. Hopefully this video helps you with that a little bit, but it's essential to have a quick, easy to reference guide available for when you need a remedy. And as you've noticed, there can be multiple remedies appropriate for a burn or for even a general wound, so knowing how to differentiate between remedies will be key when seconds and rapid dosing matter. It's why when we send out acute remedies to all of you from HarenHolistics.com, we include quick reference cards with key remedy notes, indications, and recommended dosing instructions. You can slowly build up your fleet of cards as you build your own homeopathic first aid kit at home. And these cards are included with every acute remedy purchase. Now to wrap up, I've got 3 more remedies that are essential: Hypericum, Hepar sulph, and Nuts Vom. Let's get to them. Think of Hypericum for nerve injuries, crushing a finger in the door, that screaming sort of pain, any blows to the spine or tailbone. Maybe you had way too many falls when you were out snowboarding and you fell on your tailbone one too many times, and it's now contributed to this immense nerve pain that travels throughout the body. You get the point. Hypericum for all of these sorts of instances. Hepar sulph, it's an incredible remedy to reach for when there may be indications of infection or prevention of infection is a main concern. Think a sting or a puncture wound that becomes puffy, tender, and starts developing pus, or even a late-stage cough that is producing a lot of mucus and phlegm, a lot of discharge that you just want to support your body through. There might be splintering like pains with these, like with an actual splinter that goes to infection stage. This remedy is also incredible for dental concerns like abscesses in the mouth or an infected tooth. Last but not least, this remedy, Nux Vom. Hey, I even used this one just the other night to support my upset stomach. Think of Nux Vom when it comes to vomiting. Cue the vom in Nux Vom. There's bloating, flatulence, or any sort of digestive ailments that come about after overindulgence or after eating some food that just didn't settle right. It truly is a game changer and the perfect remedy to replace those antacids in the medicine cabinet. Now, a very quick note about dosing in acute and emergent situations with homeopathic remedies. In acute situations, remedies are typically taken more frequently at the beginning and then spaced out as symptom improvement begins. Always follow the directions on the bottle and use common sense about when a situation needs higher medical care. Now, to make this entire homeopathic first aid kit process more seamless for you, we offer a 16 remedy first aid kit that is already assembled in easy to reference booklets, specialty blends, and everything you need to treat the most common first aid ailments at home. Link to purchase in the video notes. And if you're interested in learning how to use homeopathy more confidently at home, make sure you subscribe because I'll be sharing a lot more about that here in the coming weeks.